Hey everybody, Representative Saira Draper here. I want to talk about something that is incredibly important to me, and that is protecting the Okefenokee Swamp. If you haven't been there before, it is a national treasure. I had the opportunity to go with my family last year. We had an incredible time seeing the birds, seeing the alligators, seeing the fish, being rafting in the water. It was, unlike anything I've ever seen. And it's just so important that we protect the swamp, because if we destroy the swamp, it doesn't come back. It doesn't come back. It is gone, and we just have to do everything we can to preserve it. You probably know that there's a mining company that wants to do mining around the swamp, that people are very concerned that it will do irreversible damage to the swamp. Now, there has been a bill that I have co-sponsored along with many of my colleagues who are both on the Republican side and the Democratic side, as HB 71, which would prohibit the mining around the swamp. But despite how popular that bill is, Republican leadership has not allowed it to move forward, and we haven't even been allowed to have a hearing on that bill. So something that I often try to do as a legislator in the minority party is think outside the box. Like, how can I help resolve an issue, mitigate the damage of an issue from my position in the minority? And, obviously with this particular instance, HB 71 wasn't moving forward. It's in limbo. So what can I control? And the solution I came up with in this case was to create a Georgia license plate in honor of the Okefenokee Swamp. And the revenue that is generated from the sale of that license plate would go to an organization that works in conservation efforts around the swamp. So that's the idea I came up with. Legislators can draft bills to create those types of license plates. So that's what I did. I drafted the bill. I found the organization in South Georgia that wanted to work with me on this and that already does the work of conservation efforts at the swamp and at the park. And we put together all the paperwork, worked with the Department of Revenues. We even created several mock-ups of what this license plate could look like. So I have them up here just to share with you some of the possibilities, some of the ideas that we were tossing around. And we took that package, and I was about to file the bill. And before I filed the bill, I went to the two Republican legislators who represent the area around the swamp. And I said, y'all, I'm about to file this bill, but if you would like to be the main authors on the bill, I will hand all of this to you. And they agreed. They said, okay. They took the bill from me. They are the number 1 and 2 signers. They allowed me to be the 3rd signer, which is great. And that to me is really a win-win, because even though I did all the work and it was my idea, I think having that bipartisan collaboration is invaluable. And I think having people who represent the Okefenokee and represent those communities next to the Okefenokee spearhead this issue is invaluable. So I am really excited about this bill passing next year. And when it does, I do hope that you will support the Okefenokee Swamp by purchasing one of these awesome license plates and putting it on your car.